So, you've heard me talk a couple of times. ADHD Thoughts. Heard me talk a couple of times about customer service and being people pleasers. Well, another prime example just happened. And back to my subject about how these insurance companies, healthcare insurance companies, are doing a massive disservice to their end clients. It irritates me. Just had a gal who was scheduled for surgery today at 10 o'clock and needed a ride. Call comes through on Lyft. The pickup location was the place she was going to have the surgery at. I arrived there. Nice little nurse comes out. And I said, I'm here to pick up Rebecca. She says, I don't have a Rebecca here. And I go, oh, well, that's interesting. So we had a little discussion. She said there was another driver that came by, asked for Rebecca as well. Still nothing. So I fortunately had an actual number for this person. While I'm getting ready to call her, though, she contacts me and asks if I'm there to pick her up because they don't see me outside their house. And I said, well, I was just calling you to find out what the deal is. And the third-party company, her insurance provider, had put in the incorrect address for the pickup. They had put the drop-off location as the pickup and her pickup location as the drop-off. Twice. Not once, but twice. So two drivers came out to the same drop-off location to pick somebody up who was not there. So, being the person I am, I decided, well, fine. Having had a conversation with her, I go to pick her up. And in the process, I slide over to pick her up at that drop-off location, drive to her home, where I then subsequently dropped her off. I then take myself offline and drive her back to that location without ever... I was going to spend the same amount of gas going there and back anyway, because with where I was at, if the call came in, I would have had to drive forever to go. She lives way out in rural America. And I mean rural America. There's more cows than there are people. There's more corn than there is cows. Either way. But pick her up, bring her back, and the customer service person in me and the people pleaser in me is, this person suffered enough. Let's get them what they need to get out of the way, right? To get her where she needs to go. And so I do this out of the kindness and courtesy of myself. I don't understand how, because I've heard some of these insurance companies talk about how inefficient Uber and Lyft are at picking up their patients and how they always seem to get it wrong. Okay, here's the thing, insurance providers. Here's the thing. We can only go off the data that's in that app. If that data is wrong, there's not much we can do about it. And the reason why it is wrong is not because of the app. It's because of the person inputting the data. That's you insurance providers. You are the people putting it in incorrectly. You're doing a massive disservice. This is why nobody likes you guys. I don't understand how we can treat our elderly this way, how we can treat patients this way. I don't know. Maybe it's just a United States thing. I admit, the system's completely broken. It's garbage. But how do we continue to let it happen year after year after year? They have the data. They've heard the complaints. They've heard the irritations. Why have they not fixed it? Because it benefits them to not fix it. By not fixing it, that's that much less they have to pay out. That's that much less that they have to worry about, hey, is it going to cost us more money to fix this one little problem where if we just let it go, we're all hunky-dory? Do you think those insurance providers give two wits about you? Wait until you're disabled or you're retired and you have to utilize them for something to get your health care. Hell, go get your health care now. See how well you're treated by your health care, by your insurance company. Your doctors are going to treat you far better than your insurance company. Your insurance company doesn't give two wits about you. They never have. They never will. That needs to be fixed. Everybody says, well, that's why we just need to go to universal health care. It would be just as bad. Because the people on that other end who have to pay that out, they don't care about you. They're told over and over and over again, the more money we can save by not paying out, the better our profit margins are. This is why that stuff should never be for profit. I don't think anything medically should be for profit. Everything medically should be non-profit. 100% everything medically should be non-profit. None of it should be for profit. No hospital should be. No clinic should be. They should all be non-profit. And these insurance companies should be paying into those non-profits. Because we pay them a crap ton of money as it is. They should be paying that same amount of crap ton of money into these medical centers for our medical care. That is how we do health care. Make it non-profit, so all the corporate greed's gone. Make it all accountable, because now everybody has to keep an accountability for being a non-profit. And you've pretty much solved the problem. And we'll probably get far superior health care. I am getting completely washed out here. It's raining hard. Tell me what you think. You think that's a good idea? You think it's a terrible idea? You think I'm just a nut job who doesn't understand the situation? Let me know. Later.